my mom's seen videos of me at the protests and like protesting in support of ICE, but my mom is actually on the opposite side. She kind of feels for them. So mom, what makes you say that you're on their side?
It's not that I'm on their side per se, but I feel I'm not for like doing things against the law, but I am for human rights, and I am against the way ICE may be treating some people. I'm not saying all. I don't watch the news. I don't get into politics, so I don't know all the stories that are going on. But from the things that I have heard, there's been a lot of mistreatment, a lot of abuse. Some of the things I've seen has really disgusted me. Even some police officers just beating people with batons and things like that. So,
wait, police officers or ICE?
Yesterday I saw some police officers on horses doing it, but
okay, but I'm saying as far as ICE and like the immigration debate goes.
As far as that goes, I just feel like the way they're treating people can be better, and I'm for human rights, and I believe people, whether they immigrants or not, all of us are human beings. We deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, and that's what I stand by.
So there's a difference between immigrants and illegal immigrants. Are you saying that illegal immigrants should be treated with more respect too?
They're a human being, so yes, I believe everyone should be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of who they are. I mean, maybe not Hitler or something like that, but as far as, yes, human beings, whether they're immigrant, illegal or not, I don't feel like they should be just hurt or
but they're not hurt. They're just getting arrested and deported.
In some cases, I think there are people that are hurting them. I haven't really been following up on all of that, so it's hard for me to speak on a lot of it, but I'm just speaking on the things that I have seen and heard. So.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that there should be a mass deportation, or do you think that if you came here and you didn't break any laws, you should be able to stay? What's your opinion on that? Just keep it real. Just say your opinion.
I feel like they should allow them to go through the process where they can apply to become legal, and then possibly maybe pay a fine or something. And that way, I think that's kind of like they're making it right by paying some type of fine, maybe a special fine or something that they can put in place that they would have to work off and pay back towards what they did or whatever. So I feel like they should be able to work something out like that.
Look, I feel like it's not fair to the people that came here legally that had to wait in line and did it the right way and spent thousands and thousands of dollars.
I agree. I agree, and I do understand that part, and that's why I'm kind of torn. My thing is, I just feel like I'm so empathetic when it comes to people, and it's just
you're a Christian, so you're really empathetic.
Yes, exactly. And I just feel like people should I just feel like we should all just love each other. I feel like, honestly, I know this isn't a perfect world, but if we were in a perfect world, I just feel like everyone should be able to live where they want to live and have the same equal rights, and also be able to people shouldn't be suffering the way they're suffering. People shouldn't be starving. People shouldn't be homeless. I'm against all of that. And as a human rights consultant, I just feel like we as Americans should do everything we can to do our part, but not just Americans. I think everyone around the world should just come together so that we can end a lot of the stuff that's going on, so that people can all live comfortably and no one should be suffering and everything the way that they are.
So the funny thing is, I think Donald Trump kind of walked back his position. Now he's saying that like the farmers and people that are like working, he might not deport them. He might give them a pass. What do you think about that?
I think that's fair. If they're here, they're not causing any trouble. They're contributing to society and everything, and taking care of their families and everything. Then I feel like that's fair.
So, what do you think about people that come here illegally and then have a kid here? Do you feel like that kid should be given citizenship, or do you feel like that mother should be able to stay with the kid just because she had a kid, or do you feel like they should be deported? I understand people that are already here, we might be able to give them a pass because mass deportations are expensive or whatever the case may be, but what if people keep coming here having kids here just so their kids can become citizens. Don't you feel like that's kind of abusing the system a little bit?
I feel like it is. I just feel like, you know, there should be laws set in place where people can just have a better life in between. If they're trying to escape a situation, like a lot of these countries, they're trying to escape a lot of stuff that's going on where people are literally losing their lives and all of that kind of thing. So I feel like we should have some type of system in place where people can go and have a safe haven.
So another
Not
question.
saying that it has to always be America, but just something in between where they can at least have some kind of safety.
So another question I have, I don't know if you heard about like Lake and Riley, but she was like basically like attacked and she fought for her life for like 17 minutes because of this illegal immigrant that came here. Do you think that there should be a vetting process? We should know if they have criminal records. Do you think that we should deport people that have a criminal history?
I feel like if they are criminals and they are a danger to society, then I don't have a problem deporting them because they're not doing anything to help society. They're harming it instead. So I don't really have as much empathy for people that are like that.
So your empathy is with the people that come here legally for a better life, that work hard, contribute to society?
Yes, exactly.
And you think there should be an alternative method than mass deportation? Maybe they pay a fine, maybe something else goes on?
Something to give them a chance instead of just throwing them out to the wolves. Something to kind of help them be able to get established the right way without having to just go back to their country and leave their children behind, or just go into a situation.
But their children can always go with them.
But they don't know what they're getting into going back to the situation that they may have escaped from.
Last question. What do you think about, because even I heard liberals say that you shouldn't wave a Mexican flag if you're protesting for Mexicans to like stay in America, because it doesn't make any sense. What do you think about them saying that if you want to be an American, if you're going to protest, you should use an American flag? What do you think about that?
I guess it makes sense, but I guess I understand both sides with that, honestly, because I feel like when they are showing the other flag, they're showing, like, I guess, they are representing who they are as not just their country, but who they are, their culture, and that type of thing. And then I also understand the part where, yes, you're in America, and if you love this country, then be proud of it and that kind of thing. So I kind of am on the fence with that one because I understand both sides of that.
All right, y'all. That's my mom's take on these ICE raids. My mom isn't a very political person. She disagrees with me on a lot of stuff. I go hard on politics. She's not really into politics. But she cares more about humans than anything. So a lot of people are saying, who raised you? My mom doesn't agree with me on a lot of things. If you like more conversations, follow me. We'll probably talk about more stuff.